Be me, 26. Junior architect at a high-end firm in Chicago. Spent 6 years in school learning how to build dreams. Spend my actual days fixing toilet layouts for strip malls. Pay is garbage, hours are illegal, morale is non-existent. Enter Elena, 34, senior associate, corner office, legs that go on for days. She's the kind of woman who walks into a room and the temperature drops 5 degrees. Sharp suits, sharper tongue, terrified interns. Everyone hates her, but everyone wants her approval. Especially me. We get put on a team together for a boutique hotel pitch. Just me and her working late nights for 3 weeks straight. First week is hell. She tears apart my renderings, mocks my font choices, tells me I have zero vision. I take it because I'm a coward and she's my boss. Second week, 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. We're ordering takeout sushi. She sighs, kicks off her heels, pours 2 glasses of whiskey from her desk drawer. You're actually not terrible, she says. You just lack confidence. It's pathetic, but fixable. That backhanded compliment felt like winning the lottery. We start talking. Real talking. She tells me about the pressure from the partners. I tell her about my student loans and my dream of designing sustainable housing. By midnight, the blueprints are on the floor. By 1 a.m., we're hooking up on the drafting table. Cliquet? Yes. Did I care? Absolutely not. Next morning, she's back to Ice Queen mode, but she slides a sticky note on my monitor. My place! 9 p.m.? Don't be late. Thus begins the mentorship. For 6 months, we are a secret item. We have to be. HR policy strictly forbids manager-subordinate relationships. It could ruin my track record for partner, she says. We just have to be smart about this, babe. I nod like a puppy. I'm in love, or lust, or just addicted to the validation. Things at work change. She starts giving me the heavy lifting on her biggest projects. The Apex Tower proposal, the Riverfront Library. I'm doing 90% of the design work. Modeling, rendering, structural calcs, selecting materials. She handles the client meetings and the politics. I ask if I can come to the meetings. You're not ready for face-to-face, Anon, she says, stroking my hair. You stutter when you're nervous. It makes us look weak. Let me handle the sharks. You just make me look good. So I do. I work 80-hour weeks. I ghost my friends. I skip family dinners to finish her slide decks. All for the promise of when I make partner, I'm bringing you up with me. We'll run this place together. Fast forward to the annual gala. This is where the firm announces the project of the year. It's the Riverfront Library. My design. The wires. My concept. My late nights bleeding into the CAD software. Elena goes up to accept the award. She looks stunning. Gold dress, perfect hair. She gives a speech about singular vision and female empowerment in a male-dominated field. She thanks the partners. She thanks the client. She thanks her cat. She does not mention me. Not even as a footnote. I'm standing in the back holding a warm champagne flute waiting for the shout-out. Nothing. Later, at her apartment, I bring it up. Hey, congrats on the award. But I was kind of hoping for a mention. She laughs. A cold, sharp sound. Anon, grow up. Awards are political currency. If I share the credit, I look like a manager. If I take the credit, I look like a visionary. I need to look like a visionary to get promoted. And when I get promoted, you get a raise. Don't be so selfish. Selfish. The word bounces around my skull. I'm the one sleeping under my desk to hit deadlines and I'm selfish. But I let it go. Because I'm secure. Because I understand the game. 2 weeks later, we're working on the Skyline Hub. Massive mixed-use development. Multi-million-dollar commission. This is the big one. I'm on her iPad looking for a file while she's in the shower. A notification pops up. Mark, VP. Can't wait for the weekend. Bring that red dress. My stomach drops through the floor. I stare at it. Another one. Mark, VP. And don't worry about the junior. We'll cut him loose after the Skyline submission. I need you focused on the new team. The world stops spinning. Cut him loose. Bring that red dress. She's banging the vice president, and she's planning to fire me once I finish the work for her. She walks out of the bathroom, towel wrapped around her hair. Find the file, she asks. I lock the iPad. Put it down. Yeah, just emailed it to myself. I smile. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Great. Order pizza? I'm starving. I order the pizza. I eat the pizza. I go home and stare at my ceiling for 6 hours. The sadness doesn't come. The rage comes. Cold, calculated, architectural rage. She thinks I'm a tool. A pencil. A stepping stone. She thinks she understands the design, but she doesn't. She hasn't opened a Revit file in 5 years. She just memorizes the talking points I write for her. Next day at work, I pull aside Ben, the IT admin. We bond over obscure sci-fi and hating the printers. Hypothetically, I say, if someone wanted to embed a timestamped corruption in a specific file type, how hard is that? Ben looks at me, over his glasses. Who hurt you, Anon? Just answer the question. He grins. Depends on the file. If it's a live render, very easy. The plan forms. The Skyline Hub presentation is a live VR walkthrough. The client wants to put on a headset and walk through the building in real time. It requires massive processing power and a flawless file. Elena has been bragging about this for weeks. I'm gonna take them on a journey, she told the board. I work harder than ever. I'd build the most beautiful digital lobby you've ever seen. Light refracting off marble, water features, moving people. Elena is thrilled. This is it, Anon. This is the one that seals the deal. You're a genius. We're gonna celebrate so hard after this. I know she means she's going to celebrate with Mark, and I'm gonna get a severance package. 3 days before the pitch, she asks for the final files to load onto the secure presentation laptop. I'm still tweaking the lighting in the penthouse, I lie. I'll upload it the morning of. Fresh render. She hesitates. Control freak instincts kicking in. Fine, but 8 a.m. sharp. The meeting is at 10. Trust me, I say. I'm doing this for us. She smiles. A shark sensing blood in the water thinking she's the predator. The night before, I duplicate the entire project. File A, the masterpiece. File B, the Trojan horse. Visually, they look identical in the thumbnails. But in File B, I've messed with the structural logic of the VR coding, and I've added a few Easter eggs. 8 a.m. Presentation day. I upload File B to her laptop while she's grabbing coffee. I also email File A to the client's lead engineer, a woman named Clara. Subject line, my portfolio / real concepts for Skyline. No context, just the file. 10 a.m. The boardroom. Elena, Mark, the VP, and the client team. I'm not invited, obviously. But Ben is setting up the AV. He leaves his phone on audio call, hidden behind the polycom. I'm sitting in my cubicle with headphones on, listening. Elena starts her spiel. Vision. Synergy. Future of living. She's charming. She's confident. Now, I'd like to invite you to step inside my creation. She puts the VR headset on the client CEO. She hits play on the laptop. Silence. Then, the CEO speaks. Why are the walls bleeding? Elena laughs nervously. What do you mean? It's abstract art in the lobby. No, the CEO says. The textures are sliding off. I hear frantic typing. The rendering engine I rigged is starting to decay. Every 30 seconds, the building's structural integrity in the simulation fails. The support beams just turned into giant phalluses, the CEO says, taking off the headset. Silence in the room. Elena, what is this? Mark asks. His voice is tight. I don't know. It worked yesterday. It must be a glitch. She tries to reload. This time, the Easter egg triggers. I replace the ambient background noise of the lobby. Coffee shop sounds, chatter. I replaced it with a recording. A recording from my phone, taken 3 nights ago when she left it on the counter. Her voice booms through the boardroom speakers. God, Mark is such a tool, but he's my ticket to partner. And Anon? The kid is a pathetic workhorse. I'll fire him as soon as the check clears. The audio is crystal clear. Absolute dead silence. You could hear a pin drop on a carpet. Turn it off, Elena screams. Clattering sounds. She's smashing keys. Mark's voice comes through, cold as ice. Elena? Step outside. Now, I take off my headphones. I sip my lukewarm coffee. I start packing my box. 5 minutes later, Elena storms out of the conference room. Her face is pale, shaking with rage. She sees me. She marches over. What did you do? She hisses. You ruined everything. The whole office is watching. I stand up. I didn't do anything, Elena. I just let you handle the presentation. You're the visionary, remember? I'm just the button pusher. You're fired. She screams. Get out! Actually, a voice behind her says, it's Mark. He looks defeated. The affair is blown. His wife is probably next on the notification list if Ben does his job right. He will. Elena, pack your things. Security will escort you. She looks at him, then at me. The realization hits her. She has no leverage, no technical skills, no allies. She crumbles, crying. The works. Anon, please. Tell them it was a mistake. We're a team. We're not a team, I say quietly. You made that very clear. I walk out. I don't even wait for security. I go to a bar down the street. 1 p.m., ordered a beer. My phone buzzes. It's an unknown number. Hello, is Clara? From the client team. The CEO just showed me the file you emailed this morning. Pause. The one that works? I ask. The one that's brilliant, she says. And the metadata shows you created every single element. We just fired your firm. We want to hire you directly as a consultant to finish the job. I look at my beer. I'm expensive, I say. She laughs. A warm, genuine laugh. We can afford you. Also, nice touch with the audio recording. Brutal. I like it. 6 months later, I have my own LLC. I'm billing triple my old salary. I'm working directly with Clara. She respects the craft. She respects me. We went for drinks last week. No red lines. Just drinks. It's slow. It's real. It's respectful. Checked LinkedIn yesterday. Elena's working as a design consultant for a kitchen renovation company in the suburbs. Mark got demoted to a satellite office in Ohio. I closed the tab. Opened my drafting software. The blank page doesn't look scary anymore. It looks like freedom. Lesson learned. Never build a foundation for someone else's house on your own back. And always, always keep a backup file. Life is good. The end.